Hey, what's up, guys? Jay here, and this will be the last video of 2016. So, with that being said, I'd like to wish everyone Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Um, I kind of want to end this year with a good video, a great story. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a great story, but it has a good ending. Um, so I had some trouble. I was doing a soldering job, and I had bought a soldering machine a few years back. I'd say about maybe two, maybe three. Um, anyways, I contacted the company, and they sent me a new one. So this came. I don't know. I bought it 2 or 3 years ago. It came highly recommended. The problem being is that this is my third one. So I got this from Tower Hobbies, and shout outs to them. Their customer service was excellent. No problems. No questions. Just sent it in. This came in a week later. And like I said, this is my third one. So I bought one. And I'd say after a year, actually after once, they only last one soldering job. That's been my luck with it. And then the power kicks out. There's just no power to it. So it has nothing to do with the iron itself. It's just you go and start it up and there's no power. So that's what happened to my second and my first and second one. So this is my third, like I said. The first time I had to send it in, same deal. Tower Hobbies gave me no problem. There's a 5-year warranty on it. There it is right there. So they could clearly see that there was no malice on my part. I keep everything clean and neat, and just, stated that there was no power. So again, I just want to give a shout out to Tower Hobbies. They did a great job as far as keeping their word, and keeping with the warranty. Sometimes there's places out there that just, there's a warranty, but there's fine print. But no, they gave me no problem, and I'm very happy with it. But my luck with these, soldering stations hasn't been really well. The first one I soldered up a job and successfully did it. Everything worked fine. Had no issues. And then when I went to fire it up to do another soldering job, probably months later, because I don't do much soldering, there was no power. So I called them. They sent me a new one. Same deal. This time, I was soldering up a job recently for my SCX10 here. And I got through a quarter of the soldering job and just lost power. So same deal. I called them up and they sent me a new one. So hopefully third time's a charm. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is this year hasn't been a great year for customer service. Anybody who knows, I've heard from a lot of people that, a lot of companies, they don't honor their warranties. Once they've got your money, you're nobody to them. And I have 3 cases this year alone where I've lost a ton of money, aggravation. So I'm glad that this has a happy ending. I'll tell you the stories. One of them being, me and my wife go to Dave & Buster's, and we play a lot of the ticket machines. And we would go there religiously every Wednesday and get tickets. We average about 10,000 tickets a night, somewhere around there, 8 to 10,000. And so we've pulled video game machines on there. We've gotten a Wii U. We've gotten an Xbox 360. We've gotten other prizes, video games and stuff. And some of these ticket items, they go for like, 120,000 tickets. So if you can figure out how much we average and then how much the item actually goes for, then I mean, I know if you crack the numbers, we paid 3 times as much for an Xbox 360, but we do it for the fun, or at least we used to. We don't go anymore. We've had other problems there as well, as I'll get into at Dave and Buster's. But we won a PlayStation 4. Well, not win, but we saved up enough tickets to get one. And I believe it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 120,000 to 140, somewhere around there. Not any more than 140,000 tickets. So that's a lot of tickets. So we got a PlayStation, and we what are you squawking about? Huh? So we got the PlayStation 4, took it home, and I said to my wife, "Oh damn," I said, "how am I supposed to get a warranty on this thing?" Because Dave and Buster's will not warranty it, obviously. Once it leaves their thing, that's your problem. They don't do warranties, which isn't where I have the problem with them. It's another situation. So I call up PlayStation, and I tell them my story. I said, "Hey, I won this PlayStation 4 at Dave and Buster's. Saved up 140,000 tickets." They said, "Do you have a receipt for it?" I said, "Well, they give you a redemption slip." And I said, "On the redemption slip," I said, "it doesn't say what it's for. It just says that I've redeemed 140,000 tickets." I said, "They don't give you a receipt." So he goes, "Oh, no, not a problem, sir, not a problem." So $50 later, I have a warranty. And I say 3 months into the machine, the controller starts getting wonky. So I go, "Hey, I know. I'll use that warranty I have. I'll see if it covers the controller." So I call up and they say, "Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Now when you send it in, we're going to need a copy of the receipt." And I said, "Well, there is no receipt." And they go, "Well, how did you get it?" And I explained Dave and Buster's redemption ticket and all that. I said, "There's no receipt." And the woman goes, "Oh, well, I'm going to have to hand you off to somebody else that deals with this." So basically, you know what's coming. But so basically, this guy gets on the phone, and he's cocky right out of the gate. So he basically says to me that there is no warranty. I said, "Well," I said, "my bank account might have something different to say about that." I said, "Because I'm out $50. And they're like, "Well, yeah, but you don't have a receipt, so you don't really have a warranty." I said, "But you really have my money." So I said, "So if you're not going to honor the warranty and fix my controller, you're going to honor giving me my money back." And he's like, "Well, I can't do that either." And I'm like, "What do you mean you can't do that?" And he goes, "Well, you've had this warranty for a while." I said, "Yes, but it's still under warranty." I said, "Whether it's been 3 months or 3 hours," I said, "it's still a warranty." He goes, "Yeah, well, we'll have to prorate it." I said, "No, no, 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 no." I said, "You told me," I said, "I didn't have a warranty." I said, "So therefore, you shouldn't have sold it to me, so therefore I should get my $50 back." So this went back and forth, back and forth. The more he got cocky, the more I got annoyed, because it's PlayStation, it's a major corporation, company, whatever the hell you want to call it. I'm just a little tiny fish in a huge pond that nobody cares about. So basically, PlayStation ripped me off $50. I told them, I said, "Hey, if Sony needs the money that bad, tell them they can keep it." So I'm not going to have something prorated and get $3.16 back off of a 3-month-old warranty, which makes no sense because I wasn't able to use the warranty anyways. So why are you prorating it? So, I mean, you can see my level of frustration with customer service. So we let that go. I guess I'll tell you the Dave and Buster's one. So, me and my wife were going to Dave and Buster's, and we'd saved up about 60,000 tickets. We were saving these tickets for the new Nintendo that's coming out next year. So we had about 67,000 tickets there. And we know because we check when we leave and all that. And so when we get there, we look on our power cards if you've been to Dave and Buster's. We just wanted to see how many credits we had left so that we can see how much more credits we need to buy to play games for the night. And I noticed that we don't have any tickets anymore. The tickets are gone. 67,000 tickets are gone. So we go to the manager and say there's something wrong here because we had 67. So he goes, well, let me look in the computer. I'll see what happened. And he goes, oh, well, here's what happened. You bought a Despicable Me doll, and you bought a Fitbit, and you bought something else. And I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, me and my wife are in our 40s. I said, I have no idea what we would be doing with a Despicable Me doll. I said, we don't have any children. Anyways, and I said a Fitbit. I said I've had one before in the past and they're junk. So I said it's not us. I said try again. Actually, I wasn't cocky with them at all. But anyways, I said so something needs to be done about this. I said because somebody's ripped us off, and they were like, "Do you let people borrow your card?" I said no. Do you do this? Do you do that? I said no. So anyways, he doesn't know how to tell us that he's not going to do anything for us. So he pawns it off to someone else in the back. And she comes out. And, they got that big grin on their face and stuff like that. Like they're going to help you. And she goes, well, I'm going to go out in the back and I'm going to see what I can do. And then she comes back with the grin. She goes, well, here's the thing. The 67,000 tickets are gone. We don't know if you let your friend use the card or if somebody went in your house. I was waiting for her to say aliens came in and borrowed the card. I was waiting for that next. They come out with ridiculous statements. So she goes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 200 credits for to go play games, which doesn't equal 67,000 tickets. It's not even close. And she goes, and I don't really need to be doing that anyways. Like, I'm doing you the favor. So she comes back super cocky. So that was another customer service thing from another company. I mean, first one was PlayStation 4 or PlayStation. Now the next one is this one here is Dave and Buster's, where we're told to just eat it and suck it up. And this is coming from people who, we go there religiously, or we haven't since. Like I said, we've pulled out video game machines, so we put money in that place. But again, we're just small fishes in big ponds. We're just nobodies. So during the summer, or spring rather, we like to go to this zoo, Southwick. It's in Southwick, Mass. It's called Southwick Zoo. And we go there sometimes twice a year. And it's a really family-oriented zoo, very non-commercialized. Like, there's not like a vendor on every corner trying to sell you T-shirts and souvenirs and all kinds of garbage like that. You can actually feed some of the animals. It's a really nice atmosphere, or at least it was. So my wife decides to buy like a 12-visit pass, which comes out to like $120. And so we buy the pass, we go through the park. So now we still have like 4 or 5 visits, something like that, left on it. And we're going through the park, and I tell my wife, I go, oh my God. And she goes, what? And I said, I lost the pass. And she's like, you're kidding me. I said, no. I said, must have been fumbling around for the phone in my pocket or something like that, and it popped out and it's gone. So she goes, well, let's go to customer service and see if anyone's reported it missing. And I'm like, Jen, it's gone. Just, it's gone. Let it go. So we go up there, and the girl goes, oh, yeah, we did find one. She says, and it was only punched once. I said, yes, that was ours. I said, because I said, we only punched it once today. I said, we just got it today. And she goes, oh, all right. Well, we're going to send this girl down to it was a customer brought it to one of like the little ice cream shops that they have in the park. And so I'm like, wow, this is great. It's going to have a happy ending. My wife's like, see, I told you, you got to think positive. So I'm like, yeah. So anyways, we're waiting, and the girl says, well, there seems to be a little bit of confusion, but can you give me your home address and we'll call you and you can come back? So like, well, we'd rather wait because, from where the park is and where we live, I said, it's a little bit of a distance. And she goes, well, it would really be better if you just went home and we'll call you. So days go by, and my wife decides to call and say, well, what's going on? You said you found the pass. What's going on? Well, we said we found the pass, but we don't know where it is, and this, that, and the other thing. Then they're like, well, did you have your name on it? And my wife goes, no, we didn't have time to put our name on it. We just bought it. And my wife's like, you're saying that you don't know where the pass is, but what difference would it make if our name was on it? And then the woman starts getting like cocky with her, saying, well, you should have had your name on it, and it isn't our responsibility to watch your pass for you. And my wife's like, I spent $120 in your park. I think you could talk to me a little bit, with a little bit more respect. And so the woman continues to get cocky. So needless to say, we were out $120. We didn't get our pass back. And so I've kind of banned the park going there. So what does this all mean? I've been boring you for probably the last 7 minutes. It means that we had a rough time with customer service this year. I mean, the reality is when you give somebody your money, once the transaction's placed, they don't need to smile at you no more. They don't have to talk to you with respect. You're dirt. And that's what we learned this year, or at least I did. But what does it all mean? I wanted to do this video because, Tower Hobby was nice enough to treat me with respect, even though they got my money 2-3 years ago. And that means a lot to me. Because it's I don't know, I think it went for like $80, $80, $90, this system here. I don't know if it's going to work, but they made the attempt. They made the attempt to make things good. And after the year I've had with customer service, I hope that someone watches this video that goes to Dave & Buster's or Sony or Sony PlayStation and says, you know what, I've gotten screwed by them too. I'm sure I'm not the only one. But I wanted to do this video just to give a shout out to Tower Hobbies, that they did a great job. I actually also had another story where I have been buying these reproduction video games, and they're basically video games that are they're reproductions, and they're of reproductions of expensive video games. And I bought them off of Banggood.com, and I got one that was glitched, and so I said, instead of giving me my money back, can you just give me a new one? And they said, sure, no problem, it's on its way. And it came, and the game is still glitched. So they tried to help me, but they tried to help me, but it was only like a $3 and change video game. I'm not upset. They tried to help me. The game is still glitched. But I mean, the bottom line is they treated me with respect, and they tried to help me. So it was great to end this video on a positive note that there are still companies out there that once they've got your money, um, they'll still treat you with respect and honor the warranty. I mean, I've had other companies in the past that, yeah, you've got a 5-year warranty, but if you read Section 8, Paragraph 13, Code 14, you'll see that, your warranty is garbage. But anyways, sorry for the ramble. I just kind of wanted to bring it full circle as to how appreciative I was what this company did for me as far as me not having to spend, other than shipping it to them, which I didn't mind. But other than that, I was grateful that they helped me out. So with that being said, sorry for boring you guys. I'm sure most of you have fallen asleep 10 minutes ago or clicked off the video. But anyways, Merry Christmas, guys, and have a Happy New Year. I'll talk to you later. Bye.